let's go ahead and get right into it. That's right. Timekeeper. We're here today to celebrate Purym, as they call it. But first we'll start out by calling it Purym. Let's start out that way. Purym. And we got rest. See if I can get it right. For my enemies. Ain't that right? Rest for my enemies. You got to know your opponent. You got to know what you're fighting against. You got to know what your mindset towards, upon. That may make it in this journey. Ain't that right?
Yes, sir.
We're living in our last days. I used to hear my parents say that all the time. I didn't believe it. But now, things are going backwards. There used to be a time with tight jeans, you got picked on. Yep. Now it's a fad. Yep. Never saw the day. Yep. Tight jeans, I mean, that's in. I couldn't even wear it. Yep. I used to cry and say, Mom, my jeans are too tight. They're going to pick on me. Now if your jeans not tight enough, you're not in. Fast come and fast go. But the bar got to stay the same. We got to have a sound mind. Because this generation is just getting crazy. Everything just coming right back. Things when we didn't want to. First, you didn't want a big cell phone. Then you had to get a. Now you got to have a big phone. This phone too big. Now you got to have it. It's just going back and forth. But those that have a mindset to be saved, you got to be steadfast. You got to be steadfast. Let's go ahead and start off at the book of Acts, chapter 8, at verse 20. The book of Acts, the book of Acts as they call it, chapter 8 at verse 20. For those of you that are watching, this is the only way.
Yes, sir.
This is the only way back to the Creator. We got a lot of people out there telling lies, smoking liquor. We have a debacle, smoking liquor, drinking weed. That's what they doing. Just backwards. We have a language. We have a way of life that we ought to walk. They gave us these things. They gave us our ABCs. They gave us Greek doctrine. I don't know where that stuff came from. But it was in the book the whole time of what we must follow. There's no such thing as Jesus. He was made up. He was created. He was made up. He was created. The white man that sit upon the wall, I am no longer afraid of you. I don't believe that you follow me from my room to my room. I used to see him, I said, the guys keep watching me. Jesus is watching you. He's fake. He's fake. You can turn to the book of, right quick, turn to the book of Tuladah, 119. We have to get a foundation on what you believe. Kids, Beni, you have to understand what you're hearing. Nobody can't shake you from it. Once you learn something and you get it, it's going to be hard for somebody to turn you away from it. We didn't have ABCs. The book of Tuladah. Goodness, I got the mark on my white shirt. Goodness. Whew. That's going to be hard, man. I ain't worrying about it. Whew. Can't have a stain on my life, though. You know what I'm saying? Right, go ahead and put a toot on there. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm fashionable. You know what I'm saying? That's right, man. I ripped my jeans. I just make it a little further. Man, where you buying them from now? Don't even worry about it, man. Don't even worry about it. The book of Tuladah. Chris, 119 and 1. What do you see?
Barak are the undefiled in the way.
What do you see, Chris?
Who walk.
No, Chris, tell me what you see. You see olive. You see it. The Abari language is in the book. How do we not see this? How? What do you see next?
Beth.
You see the Beth. What do you see next?
The Gamal.
Gamal. Next.
Dollar.
Next.
The huh.
It's in there. How did we come up with ABCs when it was in there? This is the book that they gave us. It's right there. Is it 26 characters? What's the last? Give me the last character. Now let's keep going, Chris. Just keep going, Chris. We got the olive, we got the bet, we got the gamal, we got the dollar, we got the ha. What else, Chris?
Got the ooh.
Got the ooh. What else?
Sin.
Huh?
The sin.
The zin. Olive, bet, gamal, dollar. Hey, ooh, zin. Cough. What? Teat.
Teeth.
You got the teat.
Yep.
Right? Now here you go. Watch this. Watch this. What we got next, Chris?
Yod.
We got the jar. What they got in there? Do you see J-O-D in there?
Yeah.
How do they sneak that in? So you see how they give you a little bit and they catch you. Because you said there's no J, but hold on, my brother. I see it right here. Mm-hmm. I see it right here. Deval, you jump over and give me Tahalim 68 and 4. You got to be well on somebody when they start giving you information, because sometimes they just want to pull you in just to get you on their side to say what you don't know. What you don't know will hurt you, because once somebody come along and tell you something you don't know, now you're more swayed to what? I'm persuaded to hear what you got to say. Because my raw haven't taught that or haven't illustrated that, now you're ready to go to every wind of doctrine. By sight of men. This is Tahalim 68 and 4. Listen to the Safar.
Sing unto Elohim. Sing Tahalah to his Shem.
Yes.
Extol him that rideth upon the Shamayim. By his Shem. Yah.
No, what does it say? It say Jah. So if I give you a Tahalim 119, if I give you the Jod, and then I come over and tell you, praise him by his name, Jah, where you going to go? Because I'm getting ready to introduce to you Jesus. I'm just, what they say, setting the atmosphere. Because it's coming. It's coming. So they'll give you the Jod, then they'll give you Jah. But ever since elementary school, we said hallelujah, no matter what. You never say hallelujah. You never said it. You said hallelujah. So if they taught us that, but how they gonna come back and give us this? Because I'm getting ready to introduce something to you. I'm getting ready to throw you for a loop. Our olive bed is sitting right in front of our eyes all this time. And the last one you got, Chris, is what? The two? The two. That give us 22 characters. Right? Listen, they can only tell lies up to so far. Up to so far. Because once they come up with 26, they say, hey, that's just somehow how we do things. But they can't say what was in the beginning. Because I'm getting ready to introduce something to you. The book of Acts the Apostle, chapter 8 at verse 20. Hope you guys be attentive. Don't fall asleep on this. You got to see where your time is being spent at. We give 8 hours a day to work, to make it, to slave. Why? Because if we don't work, what's going to happen? We don't eat. We're in a rat race. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay bills. They keep coming. When the first come, I said, goodness, the 15 right around the corner. When the 15 come, I said, goodness, the first right there. Everybody's hustling everybody. I can't, and they can't get around. Can't catch a break. Here it come. 15 coming. Folks calling me. Hey, man, don't call me no more, man. I got it, I'm going to give it to you. Holler at a player when you see him in the street. Holler at a player. At the end of the day, that's what we're dealing with. So when you get in this society, all this came because of sin. We was in the gun. We had it all. We had everything we wanted. But somebody came and gave us information to say, hey, I got more. The human mind always want more. That's how we always get off. You want more. You make 100,000, you want 300,000. You make 300,000, you want the million. I got a partner, I always tell him, I said, Dave, you will never pay them enough money. Period. I said, call it up. They don't tell you that, Dave. I said, call it. They just tell them, ask them how much they want to make. Yeah, it's about $16 an hour. I said, give it to them. 2 months later, you know what they're saying? I thought that 16 was going to work, man, but I didn't know y'all going to have me going here. I need 18. You give them 18, what's going to happen? That job around the corner, man, they paying 20, man. What you going to do? Man, I said, get out of my face, man. It's never enough. It's never enough. That's why you got to get your own. You are your own self-worth. You know how much you're worth. Nobody cannot put a value on your hour, on your day. Nobody can't do that. You can do it on yourself. You say, I'm getting ready to rest. I want to do it on my own time. Acts the Apostles chapter 8 verse 20. Listen to the Safar.
But Cuff said unto him,
Yes.
Thy money perish with thee, because thou hast thought that the Barak of Elohim may be purchased with money.
That's right.
Thou hast neither part nor lot in this matter. For thy law is not right in the sight of Elohim.
Yes.
Repent therefore of this thy Rasha and Palau Elohim,
yes,
if perhaps the thought of thine law may be forgiven thee.
Yes.
For I perceive that thou art in the gall of bitterness, and in the bond of iniquity.
Yes.
Then answered Shimon and said,
What'd he say?
Palau ye to the Adon for me,
yes,
that none of these things which ye have spoken come upon me. And they, when they had testified and preached the debar of the Adon, returned to Jerusalem and preached the debar in many villages of the Samaritans.
Yes.
And the Malachi of the Adon spake unto Philip, saying,
What he said?
Arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem.
They'll call him Philippos. Philippos in the Greek. They'll give us names. You call that name Philip. This man named Philippos. Why you don't call him Philippos? Well, I don't know what they say. But they get us by a little bit of information. A little bit of information what they give us, and we go take it and run with it. As the Ra always tell us, it's always good to source your information. Because once you start sourcing your information, you're going to get to a point of a foundation to say, okay, this is where this came from. Anything you do, continue.
Goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza,
yes,
which is desert. And he Zarak and went, and behold, a Ish of Cush, and eunuch of great authority,
yes,
under Candace Malkah of Cush, who had charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to Shakah, was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Yashayahu the Nabi. Then the Ruach said unto Philippos, what did he say? Go near and join thyself to this chariot.
Yes.
And Philippos ran thither to him, and
yes,
heard him read the Nabi Yashayahu, and said,
I hear you reading. What did he say? I keep the vow.
Understandest thou what thou readest?
Do you understand what you're reading? Do you understand what you're reading? A lot of people will get you on this, because a lot of times the majority of the Arats, they don't understand what they're reading. They think they know what they're reading. But when somebody come and ask you, understand what you're reading, the first thing you get in the reserve. Because now I got to see your angle where you're coming from. The book of Bereshit, chapter 3, at verse 1. I stand in the defense of the Lamach. That's why I'm here. This is what I believe. I believe this book. I believe that there is a creator. And I believe he will continue to lead me in the right way, no matter what it is. There's information out there that I haven't obtained yet. But I believe if I stay Qatar free, he's going to lead me there. Some people see the world, how they prosper. Things are going good. And they say, you know what? I just want to go there because I don't know if this way is right. That's your own God, what you want to do. You have to be persuaded in your own mind what you want to do. No matter what. I told her more the other day. I don't want to wear this kind of scarf. I already know what it was. Somebody probably pick on her or something. I said, listen, at the end of the day, you got to find out what you believe, and you got to stick with it. I'm not going to be around forever. You take it off, you take it off. You're a hypocrite. You got to teach and instill in your children your faith. They should see it, and you know what? Say, I want to obtain that. But if you're not living according to what the boss say, what they're going to do? They're going to fall off. Because you're not standing like you're supposed to stand. It's important that the fathers and the mothers, they set example. Or the elders, that they set example in this lifestyle. You're going to see it a little bit later. It's important for those that are adults that you have to stand up in this lifestyle. They say if you don't stand for something, what? You're going to fall for anything. They're going to hit you with the okie doke. Go ahead. What got you at? Bereshit chapter 3 at verse 1. Listen to the book. So far.
Now the Nakash was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Yes.
Which Yahuwah Elohim had made.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto the Ashah.
What did he say?
Yea, hath Elohim said.
Understanding what you're reading? Did you understand what he told you? Because they're living a lifestyle that was they thought, I'm doing the right thing. Who's going to come and throw you off? Somebody just want to get a little advantage over you. Understanding what you read, he called them just by this. What did he say?
Yea, hath Elohim said,
yes,
ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
And
the Ashah said unto the Nakash, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Yes.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, ye shall not eat of it. Neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
She gave him exactly what he told her to do. So now you at a level to, you know what? Nah, I got you. I'm not finna go for that. We're on the same page. Continue, Chris.
And the Nakash said unto the Ashah, ye shall not surely die. For Elohim doth know that in the womb ye eat thereof.
What's going to happen?
Then your eyes shall be opened.
Dang, I ain't hear that part. Yeah, he ain't tell me all that now. What else he hiding from you? I ain't know his name wasn't Jesus. What else he hiding? So let me just hop over here. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. She came back right with what she was told. But he said, okay, what about this line? Did he tell you about this? Nah, he ain't tell me that. And what she did, she fell right into the trap. What throws you off? How many of y'all been going throughout the day and said, I got my plan on what I need to do? And what happened? Something throw you off. Something throw you off. I could be going on my phone. I years ago, going on my phone, trying to go to Fox News and try to find something. As soon as F come up, Facebook come up. And guess what you do? You hit that. Now you up there scrolling. Dang, you seen that? Screenshot that. You seen it to our key. God. 5 minutes later, you done forgot what you even here for. Just that quick. Just that quick. That's how fast life will throw you. Because you have your mindset on doing something, but something will throw you off. But when it's coming out with dealing with your nafash, you can't be thrown off that quick. Because as soon as you throw it off that quick, what's going to happen? You're going to lose everything you came fighting for. At the end of the day, you fight. Everybody is fighting for their career. They're trying to fight to find out what in the world going on. I'm figuring it out myself. Every day it seems like things is getting harder and harder and harder. So the first thing is, man, give up. Give up. That bank account right here negative. Go behind looking at that gas tank, the E. I don't care how long you turn your head, that thing is on E.
That's right.
That thing is right there. I say, hold on, I got a little more time.
That's right.
Some of y'all know what I'm talking about now. Everybody ain't able. I'm going to preach someone. Yeah, my gas tank get about a half. I like to fill it back up. I say, goodness. Boy say, when they get the half, I just fill it back up because you don't want your engine, you don't want your gas to run low because you're going to get trash in your engine. I said, well, we're going to have to be some trash in here until I get to my check come. You go to Shell gas station, you can swipe $1 and do $1. If your check come in the next week, the next day, you got a little bit of time for that money to hit. So just in case, then y'all know how I roll. Only at Shells. Listen, you gotta learn how to make it out here, y'all. Y'all gotta learn how to make it out here, man. Everybody ain't able. Everybody ain't able. But at the end of the day, listen, we get thrown off so easy. So easily, so quick. Continue.
And ye shall be as Elohim,
yes,
knowing Taub and Rasha.
Yes.
And when the Ashah saw that the tree of Taub, that the tree was Taub for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes,
yes,
and a tree to be desired to make one wise,
yes,
she took of the fruit thereof and did eat,
yes,
and gave also to her husband with her, and he did eat.
And he did eat, yes.
And the eyes of them both were open.
They was open.
And they knew that they were naked.
Yes.
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Yes.
And they heard the voice of Yahuwah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the Yom.
Yes.
And Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah Elohim amongst the trees of the garden.
Yes.
And Yahuwah Elohim called unto Adam.
What did he say?
And said unto him,
yes,
where art thou?
Yes.
And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid,
yes,
because I was naked, and I hid myself.
And I hid myself, yes.
And he said, who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And the Ish said, the Ashah, whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree.
Now we got to transfer risks. Listen, I didn't eat it. That woman you took from my rib, she gave it to me. That's what ended up happening now. You gonna get this straight now. I was good out here by myself. Because the book said you got to call Elohim on his word. You know how Christians mind. They just keep going. Hold on now. You gave me that why. Like Meeks told me before my key. That's your why. That's your why. Continue.
And I did eat.
Yes.
And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the Ashah.
Now I got to go to her. What?
What is this that thou hast done?
Yes.
And the Ashah said,
yes,
the Nakash beguiled me.
Yep.
And I did eat.
Now I got to transfer risk on the Nakash. Risk on the Nakash.
And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the Nakash, because thou hast done this.
What's going to happen?
Thou art cursed above all cattle.
Yes.
And above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go. And dust shalt thou eat all the yamim of thy Ka'id.
Yes.
And I will put enmity between thee and the Ashah.
Yes.
And between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head.
And what's going to happen?
Thou shalt bruise his heel.
Yes.
Unto the Ashah he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
Yes.
And thy conception. And in sorrow thou shalt bring forth Bani. And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Yes.
And he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said,
what did he say?
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah,
yes,
and hast eaten of the tree of which I amar thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it.
Yes.
Cursed is the Adamah for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the yamim of thy Ka'id.
Yep.
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee.
Now he said to Adam, what now? Repeat that again.
And unto Adam he said,
yes,
because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah.
What's going to happen?
And hast eaten of the tree of which I amar thee, saying,
yes,
thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the Adamah for thy sake.
Goodness, yes.
In sorrow shalt thou eat of it, all the yamim of thy Ka'id.
Yes.
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field.
Yes.
In the sweat of thy panim shalt thou eat bread.
This is why we got to work so hard right here. You know why we work so hard out here? Right here. Because we had it. We had the food. We had the Purym. We had it right there at our hands. But since we want knowledge, you got it. Now with your knowledge, guess what you are? You're on your own. He did surely die, but now you're cut off from me. I'm finna cut off the umbilical cord, so now you need to go on your own. You follow me? So now that you're on your own, now let's see how you make it. You can't make it if you don't have the knowledge. There's nobody to teach you what to do. Elohim was his instructor. Why do you think he was coming? I'm coming to check on you. I'm coming to walk you through. Adam was one of the most knowledgeable persons ever walked the face of this earth other than Yahusha. He saw creation. He saw what was created pure. Nothing hybrid. Everything was pure. What it was. He saw it. He knew the animals. He knew the herbs. He knew the water. He knew the fishes. He named them. So he had all knowledge. All knowledge he had in his head. He had it right there. Adam was the #1 teacher that can tell you about anything. Anything on his rocks. But guess what happened? It got cursed. Now he got to end up working. Now he got to end up slaving. Now he got to end up working double time just to make it. All from what? Somebody trying to throw someone off from a right path. That's what happened in our lifetime. All we trying to do is make it. I want to get in the kingdom, but hold on, I got to make it. I got bills to pay, but at the same time, I got to make it. Got to pay my tithes. I got to be here. Goodness, if I could just work this day, I'd be good. You have an obligation. You have an obligation. Continue reading, Chris.
In the sweat of thy panim shalt thou eat, come till thou return unto the Adamah.
Goodness, man. It's going to be like this until you die. Period. So what you going to do? You going to quit? What you going to do? You have to accept it, and you got to learn how to survive. You got to learn how to make it. At the same time, you got to obtain the Ruach HaKodesh. That's on you. That's already gone. That's already happened. That's on you. Continue.
For out of it was thou taken.
And what's going to happen?
For dust thou art.
Yes.
And unto dust thou shalt return.
Yes. Back at Acts of the Apostles chapter 8 and verse 20. Acts of the Apostles 8. No, give me at verse 30. At verse 28. Listen to so far.
Was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Yashayahu the Nabi. Then the Ruach said unto Philippus, go near and join thyself to this chariot.
Yes.
And Philippus ran thither to him and heard him read the Nabi Yashayahu and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except some Ish should guide me?
Yes.
And he desired Philippus that he would come up and sit with him. The place of the scripture which he read was this.
What it said?
He was led as a sheep to the slaughter.
Yes.
And like a lamb dumb before his shearer.
Yes.
So opened he not his mouth.
Yes.
In his humiliation, his judgment was taken away.
Yes.
And who shall declare his Tuladah?
Yes.
For his Kai is taken from the Adumah.
That's why I'm here. Who's going to declare his generation, his Tuladah, because his life is taken from the rocks? Yahusha is not here to defend himself. Everybody is slandering his name. Everybody talking trash about his name. His life is taken from the rocks. Who shall declare his Tuladah? You're saying that you're a part of Yahusha, but you're not living that way. You're not acting that way. You're not doing the things according unto the Dabar. Who shall declare his Tuladah? Generation is just a step down. When I have a child, guess what? That's that generation. You have to hold your end of the bargain by standing up for what's right. By standing for the Dabar. You got to hold your own. Everybody's not going to be on the same level. But if you hold your own, we all going to make it. And if one shall fall off, somebody got to step up and we got to continue going. Everybody's looking for a little hope to say, hey, help me up, Kerry. But it's going to get to a point where, listen, when you strengthen, what you got to do? You got to strengthen our key, man. Yeah. It's time for you to stand. We can't keep going around like Sharaf Jones say, come on up here, keep repenting day in, day out. We got to move on to perfection. If we don't move over to perfection, the stuff that you're seeking for, we never going to get there as a body. And if you keep holding the body up, guess what's going to end up happening? It got to cut you off. It got to happen. It has to happen. You got to be perfected. Who going to declare his generation? Who's going to do it? The book of Abarim, chapter 6, at verse 1. Abarim 6 and 1. The book of Abarim. They call it Hebrews, chapter 6, at verse 1. This is so far.
Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Mashiach.
Leaving the principle of the doctrine of the Mashiach. What we have to do, Chris?
let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works.
And we can't keep getting up here. That's dead works. That's dead works. You got to move on. You have to move on. We can't keep going back and say, all right, y'all, this is the olive. Nah, man, we can't keep doing that. Is that going to help me stop committing sin? No, you have to do it. It's on you. You tell yourself, stop it. Who's in control? Don't let your mind take control of the will of what? Yahuwah. Your mind go off and say, you know what? I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. I need to do this. But the bar has to rise above that. Keep going.
And of the adamah toward Elohim.
Yes. Of
the doctrine of immersion and of laying on of hands.
Yes.
And of resurrection of the dead.
On the doctrine of immersion. Go ahead, Chris.
And of eternal judgment.
Yes.
And this will we do if Elohim permit.
The book of Mashali, Tahalim 30. The book of Tahalim, chapter 30. Listen to the Safar. Give me at verse 7. Tahalim 30 and 7. Listen to the Safar.
Yahuwah, by thy favor thou hast made my heart to stand strong. Thou didst hide thy pani, and I was troubled.
Yes.
I cried to thee, O Yahuwah, and unto Yahuwah I made supplication. What profit is there in my dam when I go down to the pit? Shall the dust tahala thee? Shall it declare thy amat?
Yes.
Hear, O Yahuwah, and have rakam upon me. Yahuwah, be thou my helper. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness, to the end that my kabud may sharim tahala to thee,
yes,
and not be silent. O Yahuwah my Elohim,
yes,
I will give thanks unto thee forever. 31.
That's not what I want. Jump up and call off 7. The book of Kahalah, they call it Ecclesiastes. The book of Kahalah, chapter 7. We'll start at verse 20. Kahalah 7 and 20. The book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 20. Who shall declare his generation, for his life is taken from the rise? Listen to the Safar.
For there is not a Sadak Ish upon a rock.
Yes.
That doeth Ta'ud.
Goodness.
And Kata not.
Yes.
Also take no heed unto all the Dabarim that are spoken.
Yes.
Lest thou hear thy Abad curse thee.
Yes.
For oftentimes also thine own Lab knoweth that thou thyself likewise hast cursed others. All this have I proved by wisdom.
Hold on. Repeat what you just said.
All this.
No, repeat. Go back up. Two more verses.
Yes, sir.
Read it in English.
Also take no heed unto all the words that are spoken.
By who?
Lest thou hear thy servant curse thee. For oftentimes also.
Y'all heard what he just said? He said, listen, don't worry about what people say about you. Because if you try to listen to what everybody say about you, some people around you, they're going to be talking about you. And if they talking about you, what you going to end up doing? Getting heated. That's why the book say that. The book say, hey, listen, don't take heed to everything people say about you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to hear something. Guess what you're going to do? I got to react. I got to react, and I got to take action right now. But a wise man going to sit back. Now you see the people around you. You got to learn how to see the people around you without interacting. Because once you see the people around you, now you know how you got to act and move. I just can't do that no more. They used to have a saying, you can't change the people, but you can change how you deal with the people. So a lot of people you trying to get rid of, they're your enemies that we're dealing with Purym. They was our enemies. Guess what? What they had to do? They had to change how they dealt with them. I ain't going to get you, but guess what? I know a Malakim that's going to turn around and get you. The same thing that you had for me, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be this, your trap. Because I heard what you're finna do to me. So I'm not finna go and say, man, nigga, you gonna do what? The whole Purym would have been cut off. The whole Purym would have been cut off, but somebody want to what? They want to show that they the man. But when you let stuff play out, guess what? Not only I'm going to recompense you, I'm going to recompense your whole people. You have to look at the bigger picture at all times. What's the next verse say? Chris?
For oftentimes also thine own lob knoweth that thou thyself likewise hast cursed others.
You done ran your mouth yourself. That's tight right there. You getting ready to throw, but guess what? Hold on, you done said something about somebody else too now. Don't act. Now the book done got you. So you see how it works. Listen, there are certain situations on what we deal with. The book gonna tell us how to deal with it. But you got to go and source your information. You got to be able to get the information. Continue, Chris.
All this have I proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me. That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out?
Yes.
I applied mine lob to know.
Yes.
And to search.
Yes.
And to seek out wisdom.
I got to seek out wisdom. Yes.
And the reason of things. And to know the wickedness of folly.
That's right.
Even of foolishness and madness.
That man said, I got to understand why these people want to wear these tight pants. Why? He's trying to figure out what is wrong with. At the end of the day, he's saying, people are doing stupid stuff. What makes them do that so I can stay far away from it? The stuff get confusing out here in America. So that man said, listen, what is going on? This man said, I got to search that stuff out because I don't even want to be called near that. Now, he ain't tell y'all to go to a strip club and say, listen, why there's a lot of sin out there. I just want to find out what's going on. What's all the action? Don't be stupid now. Don't be at, what they call it, red flame. What are they?
Blue flame.
Blue flame. We're going to be like Charlotte Lowe in a red flame.
That's right.
Soon as he left, Joe burnt up.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, hello, they know.
That's right.
Listen. Man, listen, man, that man just got through clubbing, man.
Yep.
With the hoes, man.
Yep.
2 hoes.
Yep.
Taking them home. Yahuwah said, got something for you? God. Whole cup burned up. Listen, man, when you play with the devil, guess what? You don't know what's gonna come. You don't know what your end gonna be.
That's right.
Now everybody wanna be at the club.
That's right.
But they say, dang, they know. Yeah. Goodness, boy. That's what had me acting a fool, Cam. Solid low. Goodness, boy. I'm glad the more I took my mind because some stuff out here now, I'm like, what kind of music this is? I could have been a rapper. All I do is say a nursery rhyme. Goodness. Huff, puff, blow your house down. Blow your house. I'm like, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hopscotch, 1, 2, 3, G. Caught the tree. And these people are selling millions. 300,000 subscribers. You serious? I used to do that when we were people rapping. Man, get away from me. I would have made it. But I'm at the wrong time. Goodness, man, this stuff is getting crazy. He said, I heard to search this stuff out. Go ahead, Chris.
And I find more bitter than death the Ashah,
yes,
whose lob is snares and nets, in her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Elohim shall escape from her. But the sinner shall be taken by her.
That's right.
Behold, this have I found.
This have I found.
Saith the Kahalah, counting one by one.
Counting. Y'all heard what he said. Counting one by one. What?
To find out the account.
Yes.
Which yet my Nephash seeketh.
Yes.
But I find not.
I found not. Yes.
One each among 1,000.
Yes.
Have I found.
One each among 1,000 have I found.
But a Ashah among all those.
What?
Have I not found.
I have not found. The book of Bereshit, chapter 5, at verse 1. Because these people would tell us, there's a lot of stuff you don't know about it. Who wrote the Bible? Who wrote the Bible? Gary? Who wrote the Torah? Who wrote it? Huh? A man did. I'm saying, who wrote it? Who wrote it? Who told you that? Man told you that, right? That's how they get you. They say, man, I say, who wrote your religion? Doctor, shut your mouth. By the star line, any time a nigga throw their head back, have their pants, they shut your mouth. That's what they tell you, they try to throw you off. They don't really know what happened. How Moshe know that he called the man Adam? How he know that? Now what you gonna do? What can you do? Huh? Hello? I'm here. What? What y'all saying? I don't know about to tell us. Say something. Look. Don't break. Always football. All right. But you got to have a foundation. You got to have a foundation. The book of Bereshit, chapter 5, verse 1. Listen to the Safar.
This is the Safar of the Tuladah of Adam.
That's right.
In the Yom that Elohim created Ish, in the likeness of Elohim made he him. Male and female created he them.
That's
and
right.
barak them, and called their Shem Adam in the Yom when they were created.
That's right.
And Adam lived 130 years and begat a Ben in his own likeness.
All right, Chris. Chris, read that again. He said he was counting one by one.
Yes, sir.
To what?
To find out the account. Which yet my Nephash seeketh.
Yes.
But I find not.
I find not.
One Ish among 1,000 have I found. But a Shah among all those have I not found.
Go ahead, Deval.
And Adam lived 130 years and begat a Ben in his own likeness, and after his
He lived, hold on. He lived 130 years.
And begat a Ben in his own likeness, and after his image.
Yes.
And called his Shem Soth. And the Yamim of Adam, after he had begotten Soth, were 800 years, and he begot Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim that Adam lived were 930 years, and he moved.
Is that right? That's right, right? 130 plus 800 is what? 930. Keep going.
And Soth lived 105 years and begot Anus. And Soth lived after he begot Anus 807 years and begot Beni and Banu.
Yes.
And all the Yamim of Soth were 912 years, and he moved. And Anus lived 90 years and begot Canaan. And Anus lived after he begat Canaan 815 years.
Start right there. Read that verse again before. What you had? 105? After 105?
And Enos lived after he begot Canaan 815 years.
Is that right, y'all? What he said?
All the Yamim of Soth were 912 years, and he moved. And Enos lived 90 years and begot Canaan, and Enos.
Start over the Val. That joke, boy. You would mess me up, man.
And all the Yamim of Anus.
Start right here. 930. 930. At verse 6. Start at verse 6.
And Soth lived 105 years and begot Anus. And Soth lived after he begot Anus 807 years.
Yes.
And begot Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Soth were 912 years, and he moved.
Yes.
And Anus lived 90 years and begot Canaan. And Anus lived after he begat Canaan 815 years and begat Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Anus were 905 years, and he died.
Yes.
And Canaan lived 70 years and begot Mahalaleel.
Yep.
And Canaan lived after he begat Mahalaleel 840 years, and begat Beni and Banu.
Yep.
All the Yamim of Canaan were 910 years, and he moved.
Yep.
And Mahalaleel lived 65 years, and begat Yared. And Mahalaleel lived after he begot Yared 830 years, and begat Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Mahalaleel were 895 years, and he died.
Hold on. It was 800 and what?
895 years.
895. Right? All right. Cam, you got your phone? Cam, this is what I want to do. I want you to add these up, make sure these right. We're going to test the safar. Y'all got me? Because the book say count one by one. Y'all follow me? So the thing is, we got to source our information. Because if this wrong, everything we'll be leaving, it's out the door. So Ken, I want you to add these up sideways and make sure that's right. Deval, continue reading.
And he died. And Yared lived 162 years, and he begot Anuk.
Yep.
And Yared lived after he begat Anuk 800 years, and begat Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Yared were 962 years, and he moved.
Yes.
And Anuk lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Anuk walked with Elohim after he begat Methuselah 300 years, and begat Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Anuk were 365 years. And Anuk walked with Elohim, and he was not.
Yes.
For Elohim took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years, and begot Lamach.
Yep.
And Methuselah lived after he begot Lamach 782 years, and begat Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamach lived 182 years, and begat a Ben.
Yep.
And he called his Shem Nuach, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the Adumah which Yahuwah hath cursed.
That's right.
And Lamach lived after he begot Nuach 595 years, and begat Beni and Banu. And all the Yamim of Lamach were 777 years, and he died. And Nuach was 500 years old, and Nuach begot Sham, Kam, and Yaphath. And it came to pass, when Anashim began to multiply on the Pani of the Adumah, and Banu were born unto them.
All right, stop right there. Do y'all know how old Nuach was when the flood came? He was 600. Anthony, right? You right. He was 600. He was 600. When the flood came, Nuach was 600 years of age. Right? Read verse 1. 5 and 1. 5 and 1.
This is the Safar of the Tuladah of Adam, in the Yom that Elohim created Ish, in the likeness of Elohim made he him. Male and female created he them.
It's right, Kel. It's right. It's right. Everyone, line by line. It's right. But you did this. It's right. All right. Go ahead, I keep it about.
And Barak them, and called their Shem Adam in the Yom when they were created. Adam lived 130 years, and begat a Ben in his own likeness, and after his image, and called his Shem Soth.
Yes.
And the Yamim of Adam after he had begotten Soth were 800 years, and he begat Beni and Banu.
Okay, so this is 900. So they say Adam lived how long? 930 years. Y'all got that? So when his child had, his first child was who? Seth, right? Had his first child at how old? At 105. Y'all got me? So now, is it safe to say we can start counting from 105 to see how long Adam lives? Right? Let's get the calculator out. Cam, you ready? 130 plus 105. Let me know when you get to 100. Let me know when you get to 900. Plus 105. Go ahead, Cam. Plus 90. Plus 70. Plus 65. Plus 162. Plus 65. Plus 187. Where you at? You at 874. Plus 182. So he over. So basically, Adam lived until when? Until who? Until Methuselah. Ain't that right, Chris? So Adam, guess who he lived until? He lived way down here. But now mine, they'll tell us what? Adam been on the scene. That wasn't true. Because our book would be wrong. Because one generation got to what? Teach another generation. He had to teach them. So when Noah say, let me call these animals, I know Adam was somewhere to tell his Abba, say, listen, this is what you got to do. Ain't nobody gonna shake y'all, man. So they can say how Musa know. I tell them, Adam was there to teach him before he went into the ark. So the thing is, he died at Methuselah, Adam, right? But who did Methuselah father? Lamech, right? He fathered Lamech. And who did Lamech have? He had Noah. Read that verse you just read, Chris. I mean, Deval. I think you had 38. 28. 5 and 38. 5 and...
I think I was at 5 and 5 when we started over.
No, I'm sorry. Go back to 5 and 28.
Okay. And Lamach lived 182 years and begat a Ben, and he called his Shem Nuach,
82.
saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands.
Where he got that from, y'all? He got that from Adam. That's where he got it from. That man said, listen, we've been going through, but we waiting on that comforter. And I'm gonna tell you who's finna get ready to come through your loins. He said, yo, Ben, Lamach said, what?
And Lamach lived 182 years and begat a Ben.
Yes.
And he called his Shem Nuach.
Yes.
Saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands because of the Adumah which Yahuwah hath cursed.
He cursed it. He cursed it. The only way the land wasn't going to be cursed, it had to get immersed. So once it get immersed, guess what? Now I'm going to give you a call. I say, I ain't never going to do that again. So how are we going to get immersed and keep going back to sin? How you going to keep going back laying the foundation of repentance? It ain't going to be no more arks. Yahushua came. He was the ark. Because he was above the people. So when people try to throw me, I ask the Most High, listen, man, just show me. Just help me to guide me. Give me more foundation. Give me more mark. Because nobody ain't going to be able to shake you. This is crazy. And they tell this man say, listen, don't worry about it. You're going to have a son. And he going to be able to comfort you. That's what's going to end up happening. Comfort you of your toil. Did he say he's going to get rid of your toil? He can't do it. But I'm going to give you a comforter to help you along with your troubles. That's why Yahusha said, what he said, I'm going to, if I don't leave, he's not going to come. Adam had to get off the scene, or the comforter wouldn't have never came. He wouldn't have never came. Because who started the curse? Adam. He started it. So when we talk about getting rest from our enemies, Nuwak gave us that rest. For all them years, guess what? We ain't had no toil, man. We were just on the boat, just waiting. Ate in the foster, just sitting there, just waiting. It was rest. Now that's rest. Now as soon as Adam touched the ground, what did he do? He planted a vineyard. You got to get back to work, but you're going to have comfort in doing it. So once it came down, once he got out that ark, he went to work, but we still had Aki's ark that still went and do their own device. So you know what Yahusha said? I'm going to create a people within a people. That's how we got these different divisions. And out of that people, he created Yashraal. So a remnant had to be saved out of all the seeds. And now those are the people that I'm going to Barak. Those are the people that I'm going to Barak. The book of Ariyah. Ariyah chapter 2 at verse 1. That makes sense? Who wrote the Torah? I say Adam gave it to him. I say Adam gave it to Nuwak. Nuwak got off the ark with it. Because I believe there was another ark, and when they had to put the safar in the side. So he gonna get on with animals and herbs, and he ain't gonna have a book. He ain't gonna have a generation of what he taught. You got to be kidding me. He not gonna have the olive bet. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Why do you think Shem was separated from all of them? I'm gonna keep it. Somebody's gonna keep the bar to keep it going to generation. Everybody ain't gonna be no sellout. Everybody ain't gonna be no sellout. And yes, I'm running my mouth now because I want to be that person. I want to be that seed. I want to be that Tuladah to say, listen, we're keeping the bar. And there's not many people that's doing it because they're going over things because they have itching ears. They want that new doctrine. But I want to get back to him. The man who created the foundation. You can't get no further than this. Anything you get further than this, you start getting the science, and you start talking crazy. You get what I'm saying? So you have a foundation. What we're trying to do is give you a foundation. So as we get more knowledge, more we could build upon that. But you can't go back to sin. We know clear example. He came and cleansed it one time. Did he do it again? He said, never again will I do that. But guess what's going to happen? The person that sinned is going to die. The book of Ariyah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Listen to the Safar.
And it came to pass, those Yamin, that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all their rocks should be taxed.
Yes.
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Yahusuf also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Yehuda unto the city of Daud, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of Daud.
That's right.
To be taxed with Marim, his espoused Ashah, being great with Yalit. And so it was that while they were there, the Yamim were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn being, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
Yes.
And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by Layla.
Give me one and 64. Yeah, I had the book. I had to go find it. Ain't no sin. I want to source my information.
That's right.
Over. Source my information. I ain't really telling no lies.
That's right.
Get me over there and down there and just get the book and find out where it's at.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You don't want to keep it real.
That's right.
Yeah, this boy. 1:64. Listen to the safar.
And his mouth was open immediately,
What'd
and
he
his
say?
tongue loosed, and he spake, and Tahalah Alahim.
What'd he say?
And fear came on all that dwelt round about them. And all these sayings were noised abroad throughout all the hill country of Yehuda. And all they that heard them laid them up in their lob, saying, What manner of Yalit shall this be? And the hand of the Adon was with him. And his Abba, Zachariah, was filled with the Ruach HaKadosh.
And what he say?
And Nabuah saying, Barak be the Adon Elohim of Yasharal. For he hath visited and redeemed his arm. And hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his Abd Daud.
That's right.
As he spake by the mouth of his Kodash Nabaim, which have been since the Arats began.
You see what he said? It has been since what?
The Arats began.
Where he had to go back to? Because the first Nabal was who? Adon. Because he said, for this purpose shall a man leave his what? All his aim and cleave unto what? Because he was a Nabal. So why would Zechariah go back and go and say since the Arats began? Because he was of that same lineage that kept the Debar. He didn't go and say off no science. He went back to the foundation. And what did he say, Chris?
That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
That's what Lamach said. He going to comfort us concerning our toil. We're going to be saved. And only we're going to be saved is by this what? This ark. And what the ark is used to do? Huh? What the ark used to do? Carry people, right? This same ark he talking about is Yehukanan. Yehukanan just so happened to immerse who? Yahusha. He told him, suffer it to be so now. That's what he told him. So this person that he's talking about Yehukanan. But in our book, he said we should, okay, keep going. Give me 2 and 20. All y'all 2 and 20. Listen to Safar.
And the shepherds returned, glorifying in Tahalah Elohim for all the things that they had heard and seen, as it was told unto them. And when 8 Yamim were accomplished for the circumcision of the Yalit, his name was called Yahusha, which was so named of the Malaki before he was conceived in the womb. And when the Yamim of her purification, according to the law of Mashah, were accomplished, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Adon, as it is written in the law of the Adon. Every male that openeth the womb shall be Kodash unto the Adon, and to offer a sacrifice according to that which is said in the Torah of the Adon, a pair of turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons. And behold, there was a Ish in Jerusalem, whose name was Shimon.
There was a man in Jerusalem at that time whose name was Shimon. And what about him, Chris?
And the same Ish was Sadak and Vow, waiting for the consolation of Yasharal. And the Ruach HaKadosh was upon him. And it was revealed unto him by the Ruach HaKadosh.
What he say?
That he should not see Mut.
He shall not die until
before he had seen the Adon's Mashiach.
Man, listen, man. That man said, you ain't going to die until you see the Mashiach. You not going to die. And guess who didn't die? Methuselah. Methuselah didn't die because guess who Methuselah seen? He seen Nuach. Not only did Methuselah see Nuach, but he seen Shem. So then people will tell you Methuselah was a sinner. Because by Methuselah being a sinner, Yahushua killed them. Yahuwah killed them with the flood. Because he was the oldest what?
Man.
He was the oldest man. Methuselah was 906. He lived 962 years, right?
Mm-hmm. 969 years.
He was 969, right? So we take 969. 969 minus, I don't know how I wrote that. We have Methuselah, right? He was 969, right? So right here, Methuselah was 782 years after what? After what? After he born the son, right? So you got 782, now minus 782 from 182. What you got? 600 when Noah was born, right? You got 600 when Noah was born. How old was Noah when he went into the ark? He died right before he went into the ark. Right before he went into the ark. He wasn't going to see death until he seen the one that's going to comfort him. So when people throw that out there, no, get back, you sinner. He moved right before he went into the ark. So guess what? Yahuwah didn't wipe out none of his seed by the flood. So when you figure out who are the people, who are the people? We can source our information. Let's walk the dog. Like that he say, take her to the book, flip through the pages. But the reason why this is important, because people will try to throw you. And a lot of people in here, they don't believe. The reason they don't believe, they're like, I don't know what's going on. 1 week we here, 1 week there. You got to stay the course. Because what people will do, they will throw you off, and guess what? You right with them. The book is right. The bar is right. And he said he would not see Moot until when?
Before he had seen the Adon's Mashiach.
Yes.
And he came by the Ruach into the Mashakan. And when the parents brought in the Yalet, Yahusha, to do for him after the custom of the Torah, then took he him up in his arms.
You say the waters lifted up the ark? He said he took him up in his arms. He lifted him up. And what did he say? He lifted the Yalet up. And what did he say, Chris?
And Barak Elohim and said, Adon, now lettest thou thy Abed depart in Shalom.
Man, take me out of here. Take me out of here. Did that man ask for the Ruach HaKodesh? That man said, listen, take me out of here. I've seen. Martin Luther King, hypocrite. No, that's really I've seen.
That's right.
Because we got to go on our what? I always said, we got to go off our 5 senses. I hear what people talking. Yeah, it's somebody, unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. But what do we have to do? We have to see. When he's seen, guess what? I ain't got to worry about it no more. That's him. That's him. And this same Yalet, he going to be for the rise and fall of Yashral. Keep going.
Adon, now lettest thou thy Abed depart in Shalom, according to thy debar.
Yes.
For mine eyes have seen thy salvation.
I've seen the salvation.
Which thou hast prepared before the panim of all the arm.
Hold on. When did he prepare it?
Before the panim of all the arm.
He prepared it way before. So Noah was just a similitude what was to come. But was going to always be a person, a ark, an individual that's going to be able to take one generation to the next to keep it. Because the Adon of Sabaoth, unless he have left us a what? A seed. Someone which is called the what? the noon. A seed. And which also you got a bin. One that what? Continues the house. So if you don't have no one that continue the house, guess what? We're done. If he haven't left off a seed, we're done. But he did. He did by immersion. He saved the land, and guess what he gonna save you. But you have to take on the adoption by being immersed, by believing that he shall come back. He shall save his arm from the qatar. I believe it. I bought into the system. You understand what I'm saying? I bought into it. Buddhist people, they buy into the system. They believe, hey, listen, I'll just go on calmness, and wherever the wind blow, hey, it'll lead me right. I can't go off that. Because somebody slapped me off the wind, I'm done. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Gandhi, they had their own doctrine. Walk around with no drawers on, with orange robes. That's what they believe. I can't buy into that. Y'all can buy into that. I have bought into this system. He has sent me to be a salesman. I'm trying to get y'all in the ark, because you know what's going to happen? It's going to rain. If you're not inside of the ark, except you abide on the ship, you cannot be saved. At the end of the day, that's the agreement that you have. So when you're tossed to and fro in your mind, whatever you decide to go out to, make sure it's concrete, because somebody's going to throw you on it. And then when somebody come back and hit you back in your book, you be like, man, I did know that one time. Go to 119. You know, all offender. Shut your behind up. Nigga, you out here with me. It's lying. You ain't no saint. Tell him, Josh. Well, listen, boy, that boy got he said a landmark, a hallmark. You ain't no saint. Goodness. That thing cut deep, man. Tell him what you ain't seen. Cuff, Olive, 3 and 15. The book of Cuff, Olive, that's 1 Peter chapter 3 at verse 15. Listen to it so far.
But consecrate the Adon Elohim in your lob, and be ready always to give an answer to every ish that asketh you a
3 and
reason.
15, Cuff, Olive. 3 and 15, that's it. Hey, when Kerry say something, listen, man, we all got to stop. Listen, Kerry, I want you, Kerry. We're just going to get this right, Kerry. We'll start over the about.
But consecrate the Adon Elohim in your lob, and be ready always to give an answer to every ish that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
Y'all heard what he just said? He said you got to always be able to give an answer. Because if you don't have an answer, guess what's going to happen? They're going to try to throw you off. And if you don't know the answer, say, listen, always do this. In business and everything, say, I don't know the answer, but as soon as I find out, I'll be sure to get back with you. And walk away. Because as soon as you say, no, I don't know the answer. What happened? See, come over here, my brother. See, the Elijah Muhammad teaches us. There they go. That's what they do. They good. They teaches us. That man said, I said, so what kind of Muslim are you? Are you one that blow the people up? Or you just like the black ones that just want to wear the suits? See, they in your mind, my brother. I said, well, y'all blowing people up. They Muslim, right? I mean, help me out. I'm trying to understand what you got going on. He said, see, they in your mind. I'm going to give you something. If you got a man outside that's coming inside to kill your family, would you blow yourself up to protect them? I said, what? They ain't hear me. I said, what? I said, why I got to blow myself up to protect them? I'm trying to shoot them and get out of the way. See, you all getting on because they blowing themselves up. I say, okay, I got you on that. So you telling me, them people that walked into that mall and blew themselves up, where was their family at? Exactly, they wasn't there. Now shut up. I don't know, but when I find out, I get back with you and walk away. Answer them. Just be sure. Say, listen, ain't no one saying I don't know. We started off with who? Acts of the Apostles chapter 8. He said, understanding what thou readest. He said, how can I except some man guide me? So it's all about who you going to pick that's going to be able to guide you. That's right. You choose wrong, guess what? That's it. Make your next move your best move. And anything you do, your next move, just make it your best move. Because you mess up, guess what? It's going to be hard to repeat that step. Keep going. Come olive.
Having a ta'ub conscience, that whereas they speak Rasha of you,
yes,
as of Rasha doers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your ta'ub conversation in Mashiach. For it is better if the will of Elohim be so,
yes,
that ye suffer for well-doing,
yes,
than for Rasha doing.
That's right.
For Mashiach also hath once suffered for Kata, the Sadak, for the unjust, that he might bring us to Elohim, being put to death in the Basar, but quickened by the Ruach.
Yep, he said he suffered once, right? That's once. The ark came how many times? Once. And they said they found the ark. They said the ark landed in Mount Ararat. That's where they say it landed at. It landed in Mount Ararat, one of the highest peaks, they say, in the world. Where is it today? We have found it. We got the gopher wood. We got it, and it's buried in the Vatican. So now you going online, going to the Vatican, finding the gopher wood. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to show you a piece of gopher wood. You say, there it go. Right there, the Vatican got it. The piece of gopher wood. They just carved that up from Home Depot, you dummy. So when you start sourcing and finding it, that's what they know. They drawing you in because the mind, what? Wants knowledge. And it's going to go searching. So guess what somebody on their site say? Hey, y'all, this something they don't even know. Let's throw it out there. So we throw it out there. We got you. Now you call them. Hey, what's going on, brother? We say our key. Oh, y'all do say our key. I was just testing you to see if you know what I know. Man, like Martin said, everybody's hustling everybody. Y'all got to know that. Everybody's hustling everybody. 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 It's a rap fool. Let's get something to eat. Cup olive. Don't be found messed up. Cup olive. Y'all gotta be prepared, man. Y'all gotta be prepared. When y'all get to that door and y'all wrong, it's a wrap. Y'all get that door, y'all wrong. I was telling Aki Hayward, I said I had an administrator. I had an administrator that he was an athletic director and administrator. He used to let me come in there and sit and see how he deal with people. So I used to sit down, he used to come in, he said, boss, there's this kid coming in, he keep getting in trouble. Kid came in, walked in, he said, Mr. Aristide, please listen, I cannot get no more trouble. You call my mama's house, I'm going to get kicked out. I'm done. It's over. He said, son, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you. He went and looked at his file. He did his due diligence. He looked at his file. He came back. He said, I got you. He said, the best thing I can do is 10 days outdoor suspension. He said the best he can do is 10 days outdoor suspension. Do you not know that's the worst punishment you can get? That's the worst. He said, son, the best I can do is 10 days outdoor. I said, goodness, that's the worst you can ever get. You don't want to get to the door and you find out trying to work a deal. Listen, man, the best I can do, man, you can burn for eternity. That's not. It's too late. That man said, that's the best I can do, man. Best I can do. That's just like you trying to call your creditor. They finna come report your call. Give me one more time, one more payment. They said the best thing you can do is get your stuff out before we come to up. That's the best I can do for you. It's like you're not working with me. There's no negotiations when it comes to judgment. It's over. Your work has been done. It's over. All your negotiations need to be on this side. How do we know all the negotiations on this side? Because he said, behold, let us reason together. Let's talk this thing out. Let me find out what you're doing. Cast your cares upon me. Because my yoke is easy and my burdens are light. Let's talk about it. This one you need to be talking and say, hey, listen, Tuladah, this is what I'm dealing with. But don't be acting boss hard, and then when judgment comes, like, dang, this junk is for real. It's a route. Olive, bet. Keep going, keep coming. He said, you know it. Oh, I'm finna call all of them out. Soon as I get, man, depart from me, man. Ye work iniquity. It's a wrap. I don't care how much information you know. If you don't get your life right on this side, it's over. Continue. Cover all of 3. What verse you at?
19.
19. Listen to this all.
By which also he went and preached unto the Ruach in prison.
Yes.
Which sometime were disobedient, when once the long suffering of Elohim waited in the Yamim of Nuach, while the Taba was a preparing.
You see that? They waited for the Yamim. For what?
Waited in the Yamim of Nuach, while the Taba was a preparing. Wherein few, that is.
So you know who was waiting? Those that was getting ready to enter in. Those 8 Nephilim that was getting ready to enter in. They couldn't go off saying, oh, let me go holler at my homeboys before it's too late. I got to stay by the ark. Yahuwah didn't tell them what day it was going to rain. He told them, hey, listen, it's time for you to get in. And if you ain't right there at the door, he just like the 10 Bethula. 5 was wild, what? 5 were foolish. 1 ran off, 5 ran off, ain't nobody said. They ran off, and the other 5, get where they stayed. They stayed by the door. They stayed by the dollar, because I don't know when my master, my done, is going to come. I got to stay right here. That's why they was waiting. They was waiting. Why you think that Shimon, he was waiting? He said he waited for the consolation. That's what he did. He waited. Those that wait, it get tired of waiting. A lot of people get tired by waiting. If you get tired by waiting, you're not going to be successful. Because the thing is, you could be right at your breakthrough. The moment you give up, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He waited at the preparing. Keep going.
Waited in the Yamim of Nuach,
yes,
while the Taba was a preparing, wherein few, that is, 8 Nephash, was saved.
Why he go way back to Nuach? Why? Why would he go way back to the foundation? It got to go back to the foundation. Because he can't be talking about, oh, that he waited when he fell off, when Shaul fell off his horse. They be like, hold on, Shaul. Man, listen, I'm talking about Adon. So when people start saying Nuach, now I gotta go back and source. Because if I know this, I say, man, it is right. That is right. Now our ears are attentive. You get what I'm saying? When you start calling back the Arbor, it's like, oh, I'm with you now. Can't nobody go and tell y'all about some rinky-dink junk, because you can't source it. When you start calling out names like Abraham, you go back every situation Abraham had. Those that know the law, they say back, now I got you here. So everybody ain't gonna just throw them off with anything. Continue.
8 Nephash was saved by Ma'in.
Yes.
The like figure whereunto even.
The like figure, that means what? The same example.
Whereunto even immerse doth also now save us.
How you going to be saved? First step, you got to get immersed. The land got immersed. You got to get immersed. You got to be washed from your filth. It's just a symbolic behavior saying, listen, you're washed. Now I'm bringing you back up. Now you walk in newness of life. You want to get rest. First, you got to stop your behavior, your old behaviors. You can't get rest trying to stop committing sin and you still commit sin. Y'all follow what I'm saying? You trying to stop committing sin and say, you know what, I'm still sinning. It's not going to work. You fighting against yourself. You fighting against yourself. First you got to do, you got to stop the behavior. Stop the behavior. Then you can start working towards progression. Read that one more time.
The like figure.
The like figure.
Whereunto.
Yes.
Even immerse doth also now save us. Not the putting away of the filth of the basar, but the answer of a ta'ud conscience. A
ta'ud conscience.
Toward Elohim. By the resurrection of Yahusha Mashiach.
Yes.
Who is gone into Shamayim.
He went into Shamayim.
And is on the right hand of Elohim.
He completed it. That man died. He resurrected. And now he on the right hand. Because he completed the whole entire purpose on why he was on the rocks. He completed. He said it's finished. And one other thing, listen, the Father never left him alone. The Father was maybe far, but guess what? He was still there. The man that had all the knowledge, he still gave it here. Once Noah got it, he going to pass it down to Shem. Once Shem got it, he going to pass it down to Terah. Once Terah got it, guess what he going to pass it to? Abraham. And once Abraham got it, he going to pass it to Yasakut. He going to pass it to Yaakov. He going to pass it to Daoud. He going to pass it to Shaluma. And once it get down in the book of Matthew, I think Matthew chapter 1, it starts talking about from Adam, it was 14 generations. There were 14 generations. Why are they talking about generations? Because the same Dabar was passed down. This not nothing that we just picking up and saying, hey, listen, believe. This stuff was concrete. This stuff wasn't just made up. It wasn't just no Holy Ghost just walk around, swing around, casting out spirits. If the same Ruach told this man, the same Ruach told Shimon, listen, you won't see death until you see the Adon. Why the same Ruach say you good? He said you got to see. I hear what you're saying, but guess what I got to do? I got to see it. I hear what you're saying, you want to be saved, but guess what? He got to see it. So when he see it and he say, you know what, you ready for it, guess what you're going to get? The Ruach HaKodesh. Now you're going to have comfort through your toil. So now that you're going through, not saying you're not going to go through, but now you got a comfort to say, you know what, I can do this. I can deal with this. He didn't say I'm going to get rid of it. He said, you know what, I can do this. But if I don't go, guess what? The comfort is not going to come. Because if I'm always with you, what you need the comfort for? That man said, listen, man, I got to go, man. You need something that's going to continue to keep you at the end of the day. As we sit up here in the days of Purym and Purym, we got to get rest from our enemies. As we get rest from our enemies, the biggest enemy that we have is our own mind. Our own mind is what I'm serving and what I'm believing. Is it a mind? Is it true? What if I go and waste my whole life and all this is fake? I done burnt all this gas and everybody's just fall. There's a lot of people here just waiting for the fall. A lot of people were sitting at a tube. They just wanted to see the man go. To say I was there. There was a lot of people that was crying. So everybody not here for the same reasons. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. So when you can't be attentive to every word, because you hear something, you're gonna get mad at somebody else, but you remember, you used to curse yourself. I'm not talking about little curse words, but you used to curse Yahusha by your actions. So as we here, we get learning, we get understanding, but most of all, you got to lay down life for sin. You got to give it up, a kata, to be able to get that. There is a rest to the who? To the people who? Allahim. There remaineth the rest, but you got to believe it. You got to believe it. I appreciate it. That's my time. I hope that what has been said, goodness, what has been said has been a rocking unto you, but most of all that you lay down your life of kata and live unto Allahim. Thank the Most High.